Today we are talking about RealTechniques brushes by Samantha Chapman. She is one half of Pixie Woo, and her and her sister are professional makeup artists. They have like a makeup school in the UK, and so Samantha Chapman came out with her own makeup brushes. And they look like that. I'm sure you've seen them all before and they're absolutely amazing. So I picked these up from iherb.com and I'll have a link to them in the description bar below. There's also a discount code that you can use for $10 off if your purchase is over $40. But all the details will be in the description bar. So, oh my god, I'm just dropping these like crazy. So I picked up the Your Base / Flawless Core Collection. And Core Collection are the ones with the orange handles. The Core Collection includes... No. The coin. These are the 4 brushes that you get as part of the Core Collection. As well as... Okay. So you get these 4 brushes as well as this kind of travel bag thingy. So it did come with this. Was that really loud when I peeled off the Velcro? Sorry. So you can travel with them, or you can do this and then you pull on this thingy here and they stand up like that. Ta-da! Let me just talk about this tiny one first. For this, the detailer brush, it is so tiny. I would recommend using this for concealer, for like concealing spots. I don't know, just kind of patting and blending out the concealer like that. Kind of blending out the edges so it blends into your skin. Yes, you could definitely use this as a lip brush. I haven't actually tried that yet. That's actually a really good idea because I thought that I left my lip brush in Sydney, but I actually just found it. Anyways, I also tried using this on the eye. I don't know why. I thought I was being adventurous, and it didn't really work because it's like really prickly. I guess because it's precision cut, like it's not good to use like that. It's better to use flat, if that makes any sense. This is the pointed foundation brush, which looks like this. It's not too pointed really, if you can see it. It's very flat. It's fairly small, which is good for people with smaller faces. Do personally like smaller foundation brushes, but I feel like even this is just a little bit too small for me. I would probably use this just for under the eyes, concealing, I don't know, concealing kind of areas around your nose, stuff like that. You can kind of really get in there. Yeah. Here is the contour brush, which looks like this. It's very fluffy. It's kind of dome shaped. That's what that looks like. And I use this to contour. So I get my favorite contour powder of the moment, the Revlon Photo Ready, and I go like this. Swirl, tap. I get kind of in there just under my, what's that? Under my cheekbone. I start off like in there, like really work it in, and then I kind of blend down, and then I blend up into the temple, and the jawline, and then I do the same on the other side. Probably should do that, it's gonna be uneven. And I absolutely love this brush for that. I've tried using this as a blush brush, didn't really like it. This shape there, that round shape, just really gets in under the cheekbones. It's the perfect density to kind of contour and blend the color out a little bit, so it doesn't look like you have a splodge of bronzer, but it's not so blendy and loose that you kind of lose all the color and it just looks like blush. This is so good for contour. It's like ridiculous. Love it. Okay, on to the next one. This is the buffing brush, and I love this for foundation. I love this for foundation because you can blend kind of around the edges or like wherever you need blending, but you can also stipple as well to kind of pack on more highly pigmented color. I also picked up the Your Eyes Enhanced starter set, which comes with these 5 brushes. So these are all eye brushes, and again you get one of the travel case thingies that I showed you before. So these are the 5 that you get. They're all eye brushes, and let me just go through them. You get a base shadow brush. Which one's that? Which is this, and it looks like that. It's thin, it's tapered, it's brown. Oh, it's kind of pointy at the top, and that's what it looks like. Whoa. I don't use this as a base shadow brush. No, I don't. I use this as a crease brush. So what I do is I get some of my crease color, I kind of swirl in circular motions in the outer corner to build up the color there, and then I go into the crease like that, and I just love it for the crease. Next brush you get is the Deluxe Crease Brush. There you go, which looks like this. Personally, to me, that looks massive as a crease brush. Like, look at it compared to my eyes. I've tried this as a crease brush, of course, just to see kind of how well it worked, and I think it's good if you're really like in a hurry, because you know, obviously it's a big brush, so it does cover a lot of area, and what you can do is, you know, that'll cover your entire, well, my entire outer eye area, so you only have to kind of pop your outer color area there and kind of blend into the crease, and you kind of get like a one-step automatic outer eye and crease color. You get a high concentration of color in the outer eye and kind of in the crease as well, and especially if you put in too much product, it can look really kind of crazy. So I feel like you definitely have to blend out with like a fluffy brush like this if you're going to use the Deluxe Crease Brush, whereas this one, which is what I use my crease brush for, that one kind of packs and blends at the same time, if that makes any sense. So that one I feel like is really comparable to the F82, the Precision Round, and oh my god, you're gonna laugh, but look at what happened to my F82. I don't know if you can see, but it's a square. It's not a precision round, it's a precision square. Anyway, so I'm really glad I have this because that one's just dead. But I feel like this would be really good as an under eye concealer brush, because that's just way too humongous for my eyes. I'm sorry. Okay, you also get an accent brush, which looks like this. I love using this to but put on color underneath my eyelashes, or on my bottom lashes, I mean, and then like blend that out. It's super soft, super tiny, so you can really kind of make sure you get color exactly where you want it and not anywhere that you don't. Get a Pixel Point eyeliner brush, which looks like this. I think it's supposed to look like, you know, like a bold tip pen, a ballpoint pen. It's kind of like round, and yeah, I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of this Pixel Point eyeliner brush, to be honest. I've used it a couple of times, but I don't think I'm gonna be using it that often in the future. The last brush that you get is the eyebrow brush. Yeah, brow brush. And so obviously you use that just to apply your brow color. I don't use this that often. I mean, when I do use shadow to apply my brow color, I will use this. I quite like the shape of it, so it's slanted, and but I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like an oval shape. One is the foundation brush, which is part of the base or core collection. I like to use this brush is to apply highlighter. So it's a perfect kind of size, and because it's angled like that, to apply highlighter on the tops of my cheekbone. I turn it like this to apply highlighter onto underneath my brow bone, and then because it's so thin, it's also really good to apply highlighter in down the middle of my nose. Obviously it's best for cream products, but I use it just for my powder highlighter. The next brush I got is the Expert Face Brush. It's again part of their core collection because of the orange handle. This brush is so unique because it's quite dense, it's a little bit domed, but it's flattened. What I use this brush for is to apply blush. So I usually pat the color onto my cheeks, and then I kind of sweep a little bit in an upward motion to kind of blend out the blush color. It's obviously really, really good for cream blushes, but I use it just for my powder blush as well because I didn't bring a powder blush. We're finally on to the last brush, and it is the Stippling brush. It's part of their finishing collection, and this is actually the only brush that I have from that collection. I personally use stippling brushes for foundation sometimes. I used to love using stippling brushes for foundation, but recently I've been converting to these and like the F80s and the F82s and that kind of thing. But I still wanted to pick this up just to try. It is super, super soft. It's quite dense. It feels very, very comfortable on the skin. You could actually also use this for blush as well. I don't have too much to say about this brush just because I haven't used it too many times, but it is incredibly soft, and it's obviously much more affordable than the MAC brushes. If you're wondering, you can purchase RealTechniques brushes at Priceline, but I personally would highly suggest that you check out iHerb. And shipping wasn't even very expensive at all. It was like, I don't know, like $10 max. I think it was $5, but just to be safe, I'll say $10 max. Anyways, in general, I really, really love all of these brushes. They're just really, really high quality. I mean, these are really, really sturdy. I've washed all of them before I used it. Really sturdy. There's no shedding whatsoever. Like I showed you before, this has actually never happened to any of my Sigma brushes before, but the barrel, like the silver bit, so not the barrel, the silver bit, the bit where the brushes come out of, they just deformed. Like, I have no idea what happened. I try to like pinch them back to shape, but I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that and use it as a square precision square brush. Anyways, but I don't see, like, there's no chance of that happening with these brushes. I love that they're color coded. I just think they're such good quality, and a lot of the brushes I feel like are very unique indeed, and the shapes you kind of can't really get from any of the other makeup brush brands. More details and prices and links and stuff, please check out my blog, which is peachesbeauty.blogspot.com. If you like more frequent updates, then follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and the username is peachesbeauty for both. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. That would really, really just make my day. Hope you guys have a good one, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!